This video is on the aging process and it is made by Chrissy Lecheminot. This is a quote that I really liked in the beginning of the chapter. I'm in Carter and Andel's book in the chapter on aging, and it says, "Aging is a universal phenomenon, yet it is uniquely individualistic." So some factors that influence aging include heredity, gender, ethnicity, lifestyle, education, medical care, health status, presence of illnesses and disabilities, and economic level. And so people all age in different ways and at different rates. And these are some of the factors that influence how people age and what rates they do age at. So some physical changes that occur with aging include vision and hearing losses, which these are the two most common types of sensory changes that happen in those who are older. Hearing being the most common, though it impacts people not as much as vision. Some other losses in senses are taste and smell, which these losses may not be evident until after 70, so people don't really notice these losses. The ability to adjust to temperature, ability to perceive and interpret painful stimuli, and the thinning of skin. And this thinning of skin is, it causes a lot of illnesses in those who are older. And so also some visual impairments that happen in those who are older include cataracts, macular degeneration, and glaucoma. And these are more serious conditions and can lead to total blindness. Oh, and this is just a picture of an older man that I really liked. Some other physical changes happen in the musculoskeletal system, which these changes are evident as those who are older tend to lose height, and they also have a shortened gait with a wider base, and it causes them to lean forward, which also increases the likelihood of them falling, and as well as a reduced range in motion. And then the cardiovascular system, the heart has a limited capacity to be able to pump blood to each organ, and this is reduced as people get older. And so they are able to recover from physical exercises quickly. The respiratory system, the lungs are not as elastic as we get older, and so this also makes it harder to gain energy and to recover from exercise. Some others are kidney function, which leads to incontinence, which can also lead to embarrassment, as people cannot control their bladder. Physical appearances, which include the wearing down of teeth, graying and loss of hair, sagging chin, wrinkled or sagging cheeks, sagging upper eyelids, drying skin, and watery looking eyes. And then mobility is the other physical change that can happen. And I really like this quote. It explains what physical changes can result in those who are older, and it says, in general, age-related physical changes result in a decrease in the body's capacity to resist illness and disability, recover from physical exercise, and interact efficiently with others in the environment. Psychological changes, I really like this quote. And I feel like it summarized up that section really well. It says, a person's adjustment to this stage of life is greatly influenced by his or her psychological preparedness, spiritual well-being, and perception of an attitude towards aging. And so the way that people cope with the changes that happen in their lives and the way that they feel about themselves as they're getting older, the better that they'll be able to cope with these changes. And so if a person believes that they should be able to function very well, then they will be able to function very well. Intellectual changes, This quote says, declines in intelligence, memory, and learning are minimal, though factors that accompany the aging process have an effect on performance and expression of intelligence. So although these declines are very minimal, other factors that come with aging make it more difficult for those who are older to be able to express their intelligence. And so some things that change are crystallized intelligence. That actually increases as people get older, and that's the memory that comes from experience. Fluid intelligence, which actually decreases as people get older, and this is novel information. Ability to learn continues throughout our life, and it actually can increase as we use it more in our life. Some changes in memory, short-term memory. It's shown that actually short-term memory decreases more so than long-term memory, as well as declarative memory, which is the memory that is like names and birth dates, that decreases more so than non-declarative memory.